This evening is Chris Anderson. Title of the speech, My Dream Journal. My Dream Journal, Chris Anderson.
Right.
Hello, Toastmasters, and welcome guests. The concept for my speech was actually conceived by one of my evaluators, ironically the organizer, Andy Annapolis. The speech title is My Dream Journal. My third speech was on lucid dreaming, that's how to control your dreams. And ever since I gave that speech, I'm keeping a dream journal, keeping track of my dreams. And Andy had the very good idea of giving a speech on some of the more appropriate dreams you've had. I've had 30 dreams in my journal since then, and I've chosen 4 of them to share with you for my humorous speech. Monday, July 13th, to preface this dream, I had a lengthy conversation with my friends the night before. We're talking about our favorite Saturday Night Live skits. Our favorite skit was Action Cats. It's a faux commercial. I don't know if you've seen it, where like you get these plastic armor for your domestic household cat, and you put it on your cat, and there's little like squirt guns and a big radar dish. So these hyper 7-year-olds are like having their cats fight each other. It's hilarious. Okay, here's my dream. It was post-apocalyptic Tampa, across from Raymond James' studio. It was night. There were fires in the streets. I heard shouting from Raymond James Stadium. I went inside. It was like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. There was a dome within it, and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. There's a dome, a bunch of steel bars, and people fight inside, and people are hanging on. But there weren't people fighting. There were action cats. And there's the announcer within there. I don't know how, but there's someone calling the shots and who was going to fight who. I could just tell it was a cat, John Madden. I thought it was a football stadium. I just somehow instinctively knew it was John Madden. And they pointed to me. It was my turn to fight. I was getting ready, and my cat from Indiana, Preston, still a black cat, was like in my corner. He was like pumping me up, and my shoulder, and he was getting me ready. And then they started like, you have to don your Action Cat armor. And I was like, oh, this is getting too silly. And I started to faint, and then I woke up. That was too much. I didn't want to put on the Action Cat armor. It's Sunday, July 19th. Okay, there's a movie called The Notebook. It's a romantic comedy. It's a chick flick. And in it, one of the main story arcs is Noah. He falls in love with Allie, and they spend this perfect summer together. And in the summer, they go to this house. And she makes this passing comment, oh, if you put blue shutters on it, make a porch that goes all the way around, and have it overlook the river so I can paint, I can just fall in love and stay forever. They break up, and Noah goes mad, wants to get her back, and wants to rebuild the house to get her back. Okay, my dream. I would have the latter part of that. I was crazy building this house. And I could tell, it wasn't for Allie. Somehow I could just tell it's for Rachel McAdams, like as herself, the actress. And basically it was kind of funny. It was in the woods, but it was kind of a total, I was keeping to very literally to what she was saying, but in a certain sense it's kind of a perversion of what she was saying. Let me explain. It's like, there's this house in the woods, and as this blue shutters, I was just nailing them on top of each other. Okay, Allie, there's your blue shutters, like on top of each other. I don't know how I did it, but the house was halfway in the river. Like you wake up and there's literally like this carp. They're getting out and paint have carp inside the house. And the best part was the porch. You wanted the porch to go all the way around. Okay, you have to bear with me. There was a porch that wrapped the house, but normally the porch goes around the ground. You take that and tilt it like picture Saturn going like this. There was a porch that literally went over the top of the house, and underground. So I had Allie's dream house for her, and I realized that this was silly, and I started dating. And I don't know. I never actually got to see Rachel McAdams, so I don't know what she actually thought about it. Thursday, August 6th. Okay, this was after a Toastmasters speech. I gave a speech on crazy sports, and if you weren't here, there's two sports. One was cheese rolling, and one was competitive sauna competition. And I didn't mention this to my mentor, but in the mail at night, I got something called 17-HD. That helps you work out. It really boosts you up. And they say very specifically not to take it at night. You take it in the morning. I took it at night and had a very vivid dream. I recommend it. And in the dream, it was cheese rolling, but kind of reversed. Normally, you take a cheese cylinder, you roll it, and a bunch of crazy people really do this, and they chase down after the cheese. This was sort of inverted. They're giving me a 1-second head start, and all these cylinders after me. But it wasn't a nightmare. Apparently, the HD17 really pumps you up. And I remember, like, oh, this is nothing, and I raced down there. And it was a very good experience. I got to the bottom, I won, and I looked, and like the cylinder was coming at me, and then I woke up in kind of a cold sweat. Last stream, Saturday, July 25th, and to preface this one, negative experience. This really happened in 8th grade, in junior high school science class. A guy named Steve, he put zinc in HCl. It causes a reaction. He put it in my drawer. I got blamed for it. I got in trouble. I discriminate. And in this dream, I was there, 31 years old, with a bunch of 14-year-old kids in the class. And my drawer started shaking. And this is what happened. He put the zinc in the HCl, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm about to get blamed for it. Then it became a lucid dream. Finally, I realized I was dreaming. I was like, all right, I'm going to get this guy. I could control the dream. So I said, teacher, there's something in Steve's desk. And the teacher came over, and he opened up Steve's desk, and to make a long story short, this was sort of my revenge on Steve. But everything illegal you could possibly find in a 14-year-old kid's desk. And we're pulling out more than could possibly be in the drawer. And like a whole bag of marijuana. Literally a smoking gun. And I woke up with a big smile on my face. That was my first lucid dream. That was the point of my training. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed these dreams as much as I did.